TCM is not in a good spot right now. A dwindling player base, at least on PC, with little to no new players on PC as well. Lobby issues from dodging, to lobbies crashing, bugs, Danny's power being extremely overpowered at level 3, making it so easy and quick for victims to escape. A pay to win DLC, that's Danny. But what can be done about it? Let's examine that. Before I jump in, I want to say a quick thing. I have a lot of respect for Sumo and Gun, and this video is in no way made to attack or disrespect any of the devs. I'm rather just sharing my opinion and thoughts on the situation and trying to find some solutions or at least some awareness into the problems that I know a lot of people in the community share, and some other people might share even other opinions, including the video recently from Slash and Cast as well too. But let's jump right into the video. So first off, we have the main issues. The current main issues that we have are lobby. The lobby timers are ridiculous long, and it gets even worse when you start getting into the higher level players. So for example, I'm still at like a level 48, level 50. Now is when I'm noticing like the longer queue times on the lobby. When I was a little lower, I think it was a little less complicated, but that's starting to spread across multiple of the levels. Once you get to level 99, I have seen the worst queue times in my life. Like, you waiting 20 minutes just for the lobby to be disbanded. It's ridiculous. And there hasn't been much of a solution as of yet. It seems more like band-aid solutions. Removing the timer where basically when more people join, the timer drops down. The problem is, why is the lobby disbanding after the timer ends? Shouldn't the timer stop if there's not enough players and just bring players in? That's my opinion. Does that fix the problem? No, that's another band-aid solution. The problem is obviously somewhere in the back end / the player base. If there's not enough players or not enough family members that want to play the game because of issues like Danny or someone Nancy's perks, or a situation where people get stuck in places or bugs or crashes, you create a problem where it keeps making the lobby situation and the lobby queue and the lobby simulator much worse and worse by the day. The reason that's why I haven't been playing myself a lot recently is because of a couple reasons. That includes lobby times. I don't want to spend 20-30 minutes in a lobby waiting for, hopefully, a actual game that I may or may not play, or I may play for 2 minutes because here comes Andie level 3 quickly and gets out in 2 minutes. Everybody escapes. I get 200 points in XP, and I don't find that personally fair. It's not because I didn't play properly or didn't communicate with my team. It's because Danny was created in a way that his power at level 3 is literally unstoppable. The only way to counter that is to literally tunnel Danny really hard at the beginning of the game and get him out. That's it. That's the only solution right now. And the problem is you don't know if that Danny that you're playing against is level 3. Since they removed those levels, you don't know that. What I have been doing, and I'm not proud about it, because I know it makes the lobby queues worse, is dodging when I see a Danny. Because I want to play the game. I don't want to just have people escape in 2 minutes because of a poor decision making in the regards of the power from Gun and Sumo. And I don't mean this in any way disrespecting the developers. It's just the truth. They didn't think about how that would work. Level 3 allows you to basically scan items to gain knowledge as you're running by them. Then automatically allows you to gain knowledge from the item that you're trying to tamper it, all within a couple of seconds. That is unacceptable. And there needs to be a solution for that. I know probably Gun and Sumo are probably working on a solution as I'm recording this video, obviously. But that should have never even gone through or even gone and released for $10. Which takes me to the situation of pay to win. Right now, a situation where you have a character so powerful at level 3, that is a pay to win situation. Because if you don't have the $10 to buy that character, you are, I guess, at a disadvantage in terms of if you play with your friends or if you play just solo, that character is a huge asset to the team, you know? And that's one of the main problems that I have with the game currently, that it makes it really hard to play the game, that it makes it really boring to play the game. And I haven't played it as much. I think I played it maybe 10 hours in the last like 3 weeks, maybe. And I love the game. I played it every day for like a couple months, couple hours, you know? So it's just, it's very sad. I don't want to see the game crash to the ground because of issues like this. Obviously, that's not the only problem. There's other problems that obviously some of them can be fixed, I guess, in some manner or way, I guess. from bugs to crashes to stock spots, which they have like credit where credit is due. Gun has fixed a lot of the stuck spots, and I've reported a couple of them, obviously, and they do get fixed eventually. So I'm not too concerned about that. But currently, there's also some perks on Nancy's side, and that can become a little bit powerful as well too, but not to the degree of Danny. That's for sure not the case. The other problem that I have with it, it's more of a personal opinion, is I think that the game is not very friendly to new people who are joining the game, who are trying to play it, and people probably very quickly get discouraged from continuing to play, either because of the toxicity within the community, which is not Gun's fault, obviously. There's also a lack of reporting options to begin with. When someone leaves, let's say someone, I don't know, says something sexist, racist, or homophobic to someone, by the time that you're able to click on that player, they probably already left because they know that there's no way of reporting them when they left. And if you're not recording, how I do, then I'm a content creator, so I record the videos or the gameplay and the matches that I'm playing. You have no evidence or nothing that you can like submit to Gun, to their portal, to let them know like, hey, this player is exhibiting behavior that is unacceptable, that it goes against terms and policies of the game. So my thing is, you need to add the ability to still report players after they have left. Because it's not okay that people are getting harassed, people are getting discriminated against. That is unacceptable. And I don't understand why Sumo and Gun didn't put that into place before the game got released. That's my opinion. That is just unacceptable. I don't see other way to put it. Sometimes I've stopped playing the game for a couple of days because I hear just such awful shit. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I know it's online gaming, but that's no excuse. That's not an excuse. Don't come in the comments and me saying like, oh, it's online gaming, that's what people do. That no, don't please. Like, that is not. There's no place for that. It's 2024, bro. Like, no, that was never acceptable. That was never good, and it will never be acceptable. So my thought process is add the ability to report people even after they have left the party, they have left the game. Add the ability to report players after the fact. I saw Slash and Cast videos recently, and the most recent video about like TCM, and they mentioned something about a solution for the lobby, potentially, right? And I am going to add on to that, obviously, or just kind of agree with that, which is adding the ability to continue playing with the same group of people that you were playing in a match. So if you will all want to continue playing again, like kind of like a sort of like a rematch function, basically, I think you should be allowed to do that. Fair. It keeps the thing going, and if someone leaves, then someone else can be put in there. I would say I think Gun and Zoom, I think they're working on removing the timer entirely. That might help. Meant like psychologically, I think might help people stay there because I don't see the timer ticking down. Other than that, I don't know what can be done about lobby. I mean, I think the problem is there's not enough family members. The only solution that I think I could see happening, which I don't know if Sumo or Gun in one of their dev stream, I think maybe they say that they wouldn't do that. I personally think that it might help is extra XP for family, or whatever side is missing players or needing more players. Double XP maybe, or like extra XP, 100% XP, 50% XP, depending on like what it needs. It does kind of work, I would say. Like, it sort of works for DBD. It has helped some of it. Because if someone is looking for XP, or someone is looking for like to gain higher levels, people might play the other side. Not everybody will. Some people just like playing victim, but totally fair. But some people might want to play family because they're like, well, double XP, sure, I'll try it out. It might help some of that. My personal opinion, don't take it or leave it. Now, the biggest problem obviously was Danny, as I mentioned, which I think is causing some of the players to hop off. Aside from other things from like repetitiveness and lack of content. Solution for Danny, I mean, his whole level 3 ability needs to be reworked. There's no way around it. Like, it needs to be changed. You shouldn't be able to, by walking next to an item, gain knowledge. But while he's being chased, he's actively getting like his ability working. No other player, no other character can do that. Why doesn't it have a cooldown? A. Why can you leave a door open for longer than like 10 seconds extra? I don't think you should be okay with, like, I don't think it should be a thing where like Danny can open the basement exit door for like over a minute or permanently open. I think it's still happening for some reason, even though they said that it was fixed. I still have seen it stays open. I've counted for 4 or 5 minutes. How is that fair? Why, Gun said that they wanted to provide for games to be longer and for games to be slower paced or whatever they said. You created a character with powers that allows and incentivizes people to play faster, incentivizes people to get out quicker. It makes the game shorter, which in turn is making the queues longer because people don't want to play games for 2 or 3 minutes. Who wants to play a game for 2 or 3 minutes waiting on a queue for 20? It doesn't make any sense. That needs to change. What could the rework be? I don't know. I think it needs to be capped that maybe like the ability only allows you to extend the opening time for those exits by maybe 10 to 15 seconds max. And I think you need to have a certain bar fill on his knowledge to be able to do that. I don't think you should be able to use a sliver to open a door automatically either. Doesn't make any sense. Why would you create a character like that? I think it needs to be fair, where basically like if you grab enough knowledge, right? You reach a certain amount of it, you can use it to either open it for 10 or like extra 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. It's not that hard, I don't think. That seems fair to me. An extra 10, 15 seconds, it's quite a lot. Especially if you're trying to because usually sometimes, when people open the basement exit, an extra 10 seconds would probably help someone. That's fair. Someone worked their ass off. They've tapped knowledge. They gained knowledge. They opened the door because they filled the bar up or filled it halfway for like 10 extra seconds or 15 seconds or whatever you want to do it. This is my opinion. Just that seems fair to me. Maybe it could be something different. I'm not a developer, but I'm just giving you some options of what I think might work. That might be fair instead of whatever the hell is going on right now. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. I just hope that Gun and Sumo are watching some of these videos. Not especially me. I mean, I'm a small content creator, so I don't expect him to be watching someone small, but I do, I have received like some of the keys for the game and some of the DLCs as well too. So I love the community. I love Gun. I love what they do. Wes, everybody at the company. I just don't want the game to crash. I want the game to thrive. I don't want the game to collapse because of simple issues that probably should have been caught or should be resolved fairly quickly / should have been kind of examined before you put the DLC out. Maybe want to think about doing some sort of PTB, how Dead by Daylight does. I know people don't like comparing it together. I don't like it either. But I'm saying it allows you to see how people play those characters. Allows you to catch some of the bugs when people are playing it. And it allows you to tweak it before you actually fully release and charge money to people. I think this video has been much longer than I wanted it to be, maybe. I don't know. We'll see when I edit it, because I didn't have a script for it, obviously. This is more just like a rant / like unloading of whatever I'm thinking in my head. I hope it makes sense. Obviously, I'm open to conversation. If anybody at Gun and Sumo wants to have a discussion, I'm more than open. I can share my thoughts in a better, maybe organized way, maybe. If you have any other comments or ideas down below, let them know down below. Let me know as well too. Can have a conversation about it. If you did enjoy this video, however, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified for every single video. I will try my best to get some TCM content out soon. It just hasn't been as fun to play the game recently, but hopefully that changes. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.